Siendo de Argentina, ¿cuál es su conocimiento de la Guerra Sucia?
The Dirty War or Guerra Sucia started between the years of 1976 and 1983 when Jorge Rafael Videla came into power. He was a military dictator, and it's also known as a genocide because it's the systematic and deliberate elimination of a certain group of people, in this case a political and ideological group. All sorts of people started disappearing, among them college students, trade unionists, rights activists, protesters. Later on, tortures started happening. After a while, it became pretty clear that it wasn't just a war on people who spoke out against the government, but a war on people who were suspected of wrongdoing, regardless of their innocence.
¿Usted o su familia conoce a alguien afectado por la Guerra Sucia?
Yes. I have a close friend whose brother was murdered because they thought he was linked to someone who opposed the government. So I remember they put a bomb in the elevator of the apartment building where he was living, and he was murdered along with his girlfriend. And also in the apartment living where I was living, there was a college student that lived on the same floor, and I remember one night, late at night, the secret police came in looking for her because they thought she had some kind of connection to someone, again, who opposed the government. She was taken in, she was interrogated, and she was let go because they couldn't find any obvious connection between those two people. But she was very lucky because in most cases it would have gone the wrong way.
¿Cómo describir un argentino de la Guerra Sucia y sus efectos de manera diferente que un americano?
Most people at the time, most Argentines knew very little or almost nothing about what was going on, so it was hard, no one would talk about it. The government was very good and it took all the necessary measures to keep it under wrap, and we were kept very much in the dark, so there was not much that we knew about what was going on back then.
La tortura de personas durante la Guerra Sucia es muy similar al encarcelamiento de personas durante el Holocausto, pero ¿por qué este tema menos discutido?
I think that this subject is not discussed as much because it's what I call, in my opinion, a localized war. It's a war that happened within a country. It did not involve any other countries. So it's a war that, in a sense, did not shake the rest of the world out of balance.
En la cultura argentina, ¿se aborda este tema con frecuencia o es a menudo un tema que es difícil hablar de los demás?
Yeah, we still talk about it. Maybe not as frequently, but we do. It's very hard to talk about it because talking about it means that you are confronting a reality that no one wanted to accept. A lot of people try to deny it because thinking and accepting this reality would have been very scary. We just couldn't believe that these horrendous crimes and kidnappings and tortures were taking place, and a lot of us were very naive at the time.
¿Cómo es el gobierno de la Argentina ahora diferentes a los del gobierno en los tiempos de la Guerra Sucia en 1977? ¿Y es la diferencia para mejor?
Well, the government that we have right now is a democratic government. Back then, in 1977, it was a dictatorship, so they came in, they got rid of, the president was there before them, and they stayed in power. So it wasn't a government chosen by the people, it was imposed on the people, and it shouldn't be that way.